welcome back to Better Than Fiction with Janette and Eden. July is done, summer's wrapping up. It was a busy month.
Yes, it was. We both had vacations.
Both had vacations. We both had good vacations.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got some reading done.
I'm glad you did. Vacationing with a toddler
does not equal reading.
No, it doesn't, and that's a bummer.
That is a bummer. I finished a couple books.
Yeah.
I did another one.
I did not.
Yeah.
No, my husband and I are still trucking along with the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. We're on book 3,
that's
so
right.
we're still...
They're listening to them in audio.
Yeah, so we're still getting through that one, so that's been fun. My book number was This Fatal Kiss, and I looked up how to actually pronounce the author's last name, and I forgot already, but I did mispronounce it, but This Fatal Kiss is very interesting. It is a folk tale from, I'm forgetting the nation it's from, but folk tale I wasn't quite familiar with, so it was fun to listen to to learn more about that. Hungarian, that's what it was. And it follows a water nymph as she wants to become human again. And it talks about what it means to change and then revert back and like the downfall of that, with some romance and also just like the most beautiful cover. I think this is so pretty. I wanted to use this as my pretty cover prompt, but I couldn't. Kind of long, could be a little bit shorter, edited out some things, but alas, still a very interesting, fun
Happens
read.
sometimes with translated fiction.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know if this one's translated, but
Some of it was written in Hungarian.
based off Hungarian.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes,
Based,
yep.
not written.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Based off of their folklores. That was a good one. And then for book prompts, very subjective, pick a pretty cover.
Pretty cover.
So I picked Love and Saffron by Kim Fay. This is an epistolary. Did I say that right?
You did.
I did. So told through letters from two strangers. They bond over one recipe, and then it kind of goes from there. I'm like only halfway through, but I'm going to
She
finish
wrote
it.
Frida and Cake,
Yes,
which I loved.
fun plug for book clubs. Your September reads will be Frida and Kate for Janette, and Love and Saffron for Eden.
Oh, we're even.
So you're both going to be, for both book clubs, you'll read a Kim Fay book, which is kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Did that on
and I
purpose.
think Frida and Kate it has some very serious topics
Yes.
in it. So
Yeah.
it's a little more serious than this one.
Yeah, but I'm really enjoying it right now. It's kind of fun. Letter writing is an art I don't think I have, like a skill that I could like sit down and write a good letter to someone. So it has made me think about that kind of skill that we just
Don't have anymore.
we send a text or we give a phone call. So it's made me reflect on that, which has been kind of fun and makes me want to write a proper letter, but I don't think it'd be very good. But that's not the point.
Practice
of
is
perfection.
perfect.
Exactly. So,
And both books are written that way.
yeah. Yep.
And if you do like that, we have a whole new series. A patron had wanted to read, and we ended up buying them all. It's written in a really nice diary format. Oh my goodness, I'm going to.
Oh, with a blank, like
Yes.
the letter thing.
Yes.
Yep. The
Or now
Emily
we're
Austin-esque
blanking and-
ones. I think we talked about it on the.
Yes, I think we did because I had read the first few and I was having to wait for them to come back.
Yeah. I'll
So.
put them here when we remember what it's called.
Yes, there we go.
That's my wrap up. Like, yeah, I haven't
Read
July,
anything
it
else?
couldn't, yeah.
Okay. Well, so the book my number was 11, and so I just, when I put my numbers on, I just kind of went through my book, my stacks at home and wrote down.
Yeah.
Well, it happened to be a book 2, and you really need to read book 1, so I changed it out, and I read Helen of Nowhere, which now is long listed
Oh.
for the Booker.
Oh, that list came out.
Yes, the list came out.
God.
So I thought, I'll change it because I read it at the end of July. A really interesting cover. The book is written interestingly. It might not be for everyone, but it's a worthy read. It really looks at the coolness as well as the dangers of starting your life over. So but it's written in sections by character. But the same character is throughout all the characters, so he's kind of looking at each person. And within that character, you learn a lot about them, but then he has questions, and his questions are inserted in there. So it's written very differently.
Yeah.
While it's a really short book, I don't know if I would consider it a fast read, just because it makes you stop and say, okay, where am I? His questions and how does it, if you want to stop and think about the book, which is what it caused me to do.
A little chompier.
So it just kind of makes you think about things. So, and his questions or his thoughts are in italics within each section of when he's talking about a person. So they do separate so it doesn't get that confusing on where the thoughts are. But very interesting. It's long listed. It will be hitting the library shelves this week. So
We do.
So I had switched that out. My pretty cover was Lisa C.
She always has good covers.
She has pretty covers. This is an author that, if you've been following, I really like. She does fabulous research on her topics, and this one was equally as good. It really looks at the plight of Chinese women that were sold or stolen into prostitution in early 1870s in California. Taken from China. And it turns your stomach at times as a woman, I think. But beautifully written. So I finished that on my vacation.
Another great Lisa C in the books.
Yes, absolutely. It's been sitting on the shelf this morning. I would suggest you make sure it doesn't, because it's really good. Really good historical fiction. Another book, historical fiction, that I finished on vacation was Mule Boy by Andrew Krivik. This looks at a mining accident that happened early 1900s. New Year's Day, 1929. So it's based on a true happening when a mine collapses on a group of men and boys. So I didn't know all the terminology of what all the different people play in mining.
Yeah.
Even I've read other stories about the history of mining and mine collapses, but really, they didn't go into terminology. They called the characters by their name. This one really does a good job of calling them what what the miners called them.
Okay.
Beyond their normal name. So it does a really good job, and the ramifications of the one survivor.
Yeah.
And it was heartfelt. It was beautiful. I really like this writer. Writes beautiful. This is, just fantastic. So I would highly recommend it. If you're feeling in a dark mood, maybe not. But if you're ready to take on some thought processes and some understanding of some of the mining in the 20s, fabulous book. I also took on some nonfiction this month. This is one of them, Cults Like Us. I find it fascinating because it looks at takes the culture of fear and how it plays a role in the growth of capitalism and what we buy, don't buy. And it looks at it. They're not, when it says cults, it is not looking at like a true cult the way you think about a cult living in a commune or whatever. This looks at who rallies around something, and then the belief that happens, and that belief grows, even if there's not facts to substantiate it. Sure. But it really looks at then the impacting of consumerism because of a false fact. So it was really interesting, and how it drives our voting, how it drives our buying, how it drives how we raise our kids.
Yeah.
And the rise of doomsday thinking, and which is not new by any way, shape, or form. So fascinating book if you're interested in how people react and deal with things, and just the way society takes it was fascinating.
Yeah.
The other nonfiction book I read was about personhood and giving personhood to rivers and trees and
Yeah, I remember you talking about this. Yeah.
and the ramifications of that long term, and again went down some rabbit holes of kind of doomsday and political thinking this month, which is weird for July.
Yeah, yeah.
But highly recommend them. They make your mind go a little bit different.
Yeah.
So that is what I read.
I did read a nonfiction. I've been slowly reading it. But I've been reading, Big Emotions, Tiny Human, it's a parenting book. And it's been, interesting. It talks more about, like, neurons in your brain and how they react when, like, the toddler is throwing a tantrum, what physically is going on in their brain, and how you can help navigate them from that part of their brain into their non-reactive. So that's been interesting and fascinating, and I've had a toddler tantrum or two, so.
And she's waiting for all the rest of them.
Yeah.
She's only just starting.
I'm in the beginning.
All right, so let's look at our number.
Right? Yes.
Dun da da. We're reading number 8.
Number 8.
And I'll be reading Before I Forget by Tori Hohen.
And I'll be reading My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine.
Oh, your roommate's a vampire.
Yeah.
I actually know where this book is.
Yay!
Yay.
Not first of a series.
Not the first of a series.
There you
It
go.
is not.
Okay, and our book prompt
Dun da da.
is a nonfiction book about pop culture.
I just did all that.
Yep. Run it back. Do it again. Pop culture. Fun.
Okay, we got some great new ones that we've hit this topic about the 90s, some about the 80s. So there is some really great memoirs.
Yes, that's where my brain went first.
Coming out.
Yeah.
We have a really cool one if you're into Prince.
Oh, yes.
And it talks about his fashion or lack thereof. Fascinating. I kind of perused it and kind of went down a rabbit hole cataloging it. It looks like a really cool book. I need to sit and read the whole thing, but it looks fascinating. So we do have some really cool books that will easily, this is not going to be a hard topic, to find a book for.
Yeah. Great. Well.
All right.
Happy
Good luck
reading.
in August.
Yeah. Run it back.